Imagine this scene. It's minus 52 degrees centigrade. Your tent is failing. And if it does, you only have a few minutes until you perish. You're 500 kilometers away to the trek to the South Pole and safety. If you get this wrong, your life will be over in a matter of minutes. You're way out of your comfort zone. What you do next will determine whether you die or whether you live to tell a successful story. Thank you, Raymond. Now, this kind of environment may not be familiar to you, but for many in their everyday lives, metaphorically speaking, it is. We conduct our lives in a turbulent, dynamic, and harsh world. So how do we survive and thrive in this environment? How do we adapt to change? How do we achieve and sustain true success and fulfill our purpose? Over the past 10 years as a professional adventurer, I've been to some of the world's highest, driest, coldest, wettest, windiest, most beautiful, most miserable parts. And I've learned a great many lessons from these expeditions. And it's these lessons that I use in my inspirational keynote messages around the globe. My latest talk, Grit, I take the audience on an incredible journey into this world. And I show them that if we put the right processes in place in our lives, both professionally and personally, we can absolutely achieve anything. I've written about these stories and these lessons in a book, The 8th Summit. It's been a bestseller for the last 3 years. I have 50 copies outside. If you would like to have a signed copy, they are for free. It's January 2017. At the end of this year, in a year's time, you and I are going to have a story that needs to be told. We don't know what that story is, but every single one of us here wants to tell a successful story. What is success? Harvard Business School did a recent study to try and find common characteristics among successful people. They showed that coming from the top socioeconomic background was not going to guarantee success. Going to the best universities, Harvard, having the best schooling education, having the highest IQ in this room, will not automatically guarantee success. There was one thing, however, that was a characteristic that was a significant predictor in that person's ability to succeed. This one word here. I'm from the Eastern Cape, Nyamazela, Vasbyt, grit, the ability to see something through to its end despite what happens. So if we want to have a successful 2017, we need to put the right processes in place and we need to persevere. Ladies and gentlemen, my talk, Grit.